Hello everyone and welcome to the Battle for Azeroth beta. This is really exciting stuff, and as you can see I'm going to be playing a Maghar Orc with the posture, he's standing straight up. Much better appearance in my opinion. As you see here is the feature. You have the option between the two postures. You can also do this on the other orcs as well. So I'm going to go as a shaman named Paragon, of course. Look at the gear, looks pretty cool. But the thing I've noticed with the orcs is that the gloves are pretty much invisible and it looks pretty weird. Anyways, here we are in Orgrimmar, ready to do some quests here in the Battle for Azeroth. Our first task is to speak with Isabella, who will provide us transportation to Undercity, which will begin the scenario here for the Battle for Azeroth. So you go ahead and talk to her till you're ready to go to the Undercity, and there's about 3-second wait time on average. It literally just pops up on your screen like this. You'll see the brand new map. You'll be teleported out here to Undercity. Now it appears to be a 10-man scenario. I've ran this twice. The first time there's only 5 people, but I guess this time there's 10 people, which is pretty cool. So once you get to Undercity, you have to basically secure the different districts here and evacuate people from Undercity. That's the whole plan. We're evacuating Undercity, as you see here. I was just having some minor weapon problems because I forgot I was wielding a shield, so I wasn't able to do my abilities. So here I am with the fist weapons. It does look kind of funny how he's walking around. Kind of looks like those mechanical golems that you see in the Burning Crusade expansion. Looks pretty cool. But one thing that you will notice once you start playing this scenario is that your character feels really underpowered, right? You're thinking maybe it's the gear or the abilities. It could be a number of those things there. But I think one of them could be, the artifact weapons. You know how we had those special ability traits to put on our rotation. Of course, we don't have those anymore. So I don't know, it kind of feels a little empty, especially when we get to this point and you start fighting the elite enemy minions here. You really notice the power difference. But don't worry too much about the power difference, because once you get to the actual new island, the new continent, you'll see that the power is kind of balanced, and then the flow of fighting and combat makes more sense and everything just feels better. But in the scenario, it is a 10-man, so everything is kind of adjusted up and your character feels a little underpowered. So you just continue to do that. You evacuate Undercity, and then you find yourself outside in the ruins of Lordaeron, out here with High Overlord Sourfang, and of course Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, the chieftain of the Horde. So pretty cool stuff. So here they're just kind of discussing what's happening now, and of course they send us to go out in the front lines with them to fight the Alliance. So here's push them back. This is a pretty intense situation because this is war, right? This is not a battle. This is not PvP. This is straight up war for bloodlust and death. So this thing is pretty crazy. So this gives me a good chance to show you the power of a shaman AoE ability. I drop this and I'm able to hit all these people here with my storm strike and my flame tongue. It's spread across all the enemies and it can do pretty significant amount of damage. It's always fun to play a shaman. It was like one of my first characters I played. So here's the cinematics. For some reason there's not much dialogue here or sound, so it's kind of awkward. You're watching the cinematic, but there's no real sound coming from it. It's kind of weird. You'll get used to it. But there are some cinematics that do have dialogue, so hopefully that'll help out a little bit later. But there's this one funny bug that I've reported where it shows the scene where Thrall shoots down Deathwing. So that's pretty funny. It was completely random the first time I saw it. I was laughing. So yeah, you see them here. It's war, right? All these things are getting destroyed. It's just back and forth, senseless, useless killing between the Horde and the Alliance, just off of a deep hatred, Nothing you can really stop. It's just something that you're born with, you grow up with. Like, damn, I hate the Alliance. It's kind of like a brainwashing, or just kind of like an enemy, a true enemy that you've known since you were a child. The Alliance, bad, they're terrible, right? So we have to defeat them and destroy them. So as we continue here in the scenario, you'll see all the factions of the Alliance coming out here, doing their thing. They have the Draenei siege vehicles, they have the Draenei, the gnomes, And eventually Anduin comes here and destroys one of our siege vehicles, and he kind of retreats and they're destroying us a little bit. But then things step up 100 million notches here. As you see Windrunner prepare to shoot the Blight or the Plague on the Alliance. Sourfang's like, yo, no way, we can't be doing this. But Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, the chieftain, demands that we take this direct approach. So they signal their people and they let go. They start shooting the Plague at the Alliance, which kills them and even some of our own Horde members, right? And they come back reanimated from death as some undead. As you see, it's killing our own troops. It's a pretty intense situation, you know. That's a bold move by a very bold war chief. So here we are. They come back to life, sword and shields. It's pretty intense. So as we come back, we're given a pack too, so we get our hands dirty, right? We do some crazy moral stuff, moral issue kind of things here. Like, would you do this in real life? Put on these plague canisters and shoot your plague gun at the Alliance? It seems kind of messed up, you know, not really a humane thing to do. But I guess we're not really humans at this point, we're orcs. But still, it's the same kind of consciousness. You still have that feeling inside of you like, yo, this is wrong or this is right. You know, so that's a little crazy, but we sure as hell did do that. And here's the next part of the scenario. We're kind of more inside the ruins of Lordaeron. The Alliance comes closer and we try to plague them once again, but they froze our people. Very smart move. They're all inside of here raiding us. And you have this guy just sneaking in. I was gonna kill him, but he's running way too fast. And I decided, you know what, it's not even worth following him down there. That's crazy. So I see this Windrunner here, right? Illyria Windrunner. She is like a big target. You see all the other bosses from the other Alliance cities are here too. But I saw her here, so I just popped my cooldowns. I called the wolves out. I'm doing everything I can to do some big damage and take her down and kill her. But unfortunately, she comes at me, pissed off, trying to kill me, right? I'm a crazy orc shaman running away from her. Then I get disoriented by something. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if I looked at the sun or what, but that led to my death. You see Sylvanas Windrunner pulls out an arrow and shoots these plague tanks, the blight tanks, whatever you want to call them. Pretty bold move again to try to poison the Alliance. And they're kind of pissed off about it. And Sylvanas is like, yeah, I did that. And then she kind of just jumps off and continues off with the day. And here's that cinematic, right? It's just so random. So anyways, we're back here in Orgrimmar just typing, that's the wrong cinematic, man. You need to change that, fix it. So of course we have to meet up with Sylvanas Windrunner again in Grommash Hold here. And she's assembled a team. And that's going to be part of the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Of course, I'm going to continue with some more videos coming out pretty soon. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.